How was that experience for you? Do you feel like you got some closure?
I think I got so even watching the season back, that's when I got the closure. Like seeing Rachel's relationships with the other guys, like during the time, like you're following your own journey, so you really don't know what's going on. And being the guys that we are, like having respect for each other, we don't talk about our relationship dating the same woman. So ultimately, watching it back, understanding where she was at in a relationship with the other guys, and where I was at, made me understand like why ultimately everything worked out the way that it did. And
Mm.
there's not a thing that I would change about it. And I put it all out there. It didn't work out, and I'm glad that Rachel had done what she done, at that time, because nobody wants to be strung along, and I think that she did it with class and respect. And yeah.
Are you still in love with her? Are there feelings there?
So biggest thing with me was like when it ended, and knowing at the end of the day, there's all these other amazing guys, um, made me realize that okay, I see what she's gonna have at the end of the day, and I want that. Um, and I'm okay with it not being me with Rachel. And there's going to be somebody for me. So understanding that and saying to yourself, okay, like if you want that, go find it. As long as you know that you're over what you had before, and I, I'm over it. I've moved on. Um, you know, my heart is going to be for somebody else someday, and I'm ready to jump into something.
Okay. What are you looking for in your next relationship? Are you dating now?
So I am in my next relationship. When I get there, I will be looking for somebody that, ultimately gives what I give to a relationship. I've always been somebody that, uh, when they really care about somebody and, you know, wants it to work, like I don't give up on a relationship. I put my whole self out there. I put my whole heart on the line. And, biggest thing with me is I love making somebody smile. I love making somebody happy at the end of the day. So I just want somebody that does that to me, back. I want somebody that looks at me the way that I look at them and just says to themselves, wow, like I can't believe I'm with this person. So that's what I'm looking for in somebody. Hopefully I find it, but we'll see.
Do you want to be the bachelor?
Ah,
Be the bachelor.
the the great question. Um, so I always say that it's definitely something that is not easy. I think that Rachel and Gabby had the hardest job, and navigating with so many amazing people. Like, how do you know when to send somebody home? How do you, yeah, what I mean, how do you follow like a relationship when there's so many other ones going on? But ultimately, like, if that gets me closer to finding my person, then absolutely I would do that.
Do you think there should be two bachelors? Would you want to share the journey with somebody?
I think that you know, it was definitely tough with 2 bachelorettes, but it's working out, so why not have 2 bachelors, you know?
Anyone that you think would be a good co-pilot with you on a potential bachelor journey?
Looking at all the guys, knowing who's ready, knowing who wants to find somebody ultimately at the end of the day and is deserving. I look at my boy Nate, and I love my boy Nate, being a girl dad, having somebody and just having somebody that, has a child, like, that's not an easy thing to navigate, the dating scene. So, it's definitely something that I think a lot of people would be able to relate with, and a lot of people would be able to understand because there's so many people that are in the same position that he is, and you see how hard it is for him, and I would love to see that, in this environment, like, see how that would play out, and also he's such an amazing stand-up guy, and he deserves it more than anybody else I know.
Aw, more than you?
More than me, yeah.
What was the hardest part to watch back this season?
Um, the hardest part, I would say, is the hometown portion. Um,
Mm.
knowing how I felt,
You like you were
uh,
so close.
I was I was so, like I just felt like everything was going so great, and, I felt really good, and the biggest thing for me was I love where I come from, and, being from the Jersey Shore, I've had so many amazing experiences there. So bringing somebody who's never been there before, I was so excited for. I was very. It was a moment that I thought to myself, all right, this is something that's going to last with me forever.
Yeah.
Um, and then I hadn't introduced somebody to my family in 2 years, and I was ready for that. And, having it end the way that it did was just caught me off guard,
Yeah.
definitely.
How
So
was it for your parents to watch?
for the fam, they were definitely upset. They were just like
Oh.
I walked in by myself. They're just like, "Dude, where is she?" And I'm
Yeah.
just like, "She's not coming. She's not gonna be able to make it."
The most
Um,
heartbreaking thing for a
I
parent to see
it
happen,
was
right?
yeah, exactly. It's for them, it was just tough to see how I felt in the moment. Being a parent, you want the best for your son,
Yeah.
and they've seen me through other breakups before too. And but the biggest thing is, with them, they're such an amazing. I would not trade my family for anybody. They always know how to like make me happy, how to bring me up, and they did that.
Yeah.
Watching it back. So yeah,
Okay. Do you feel like you said everything to Rachel that you needed to say? Is there more left unsaid?
I think I said everything I wanted to. I think that another thing too is I will never, no matter what, whenever I see Rachel out, whenever I have a conversation with her, I would never let her not know how amazing she is.
Oh,
And I think that the biggest thing for tonight, and especially watching back, was I made it known that one thing that I thought was amazing about her is that she's not afraid to show her emotions. There's a lot of people might be like, all right, this girl's like being a little bit emotional, this and that. I think that's an amazing quality to have. Like showing ultimately how you feel and wearing your heart on your sleeve. And that was something that I loved about her. So I was able to tell her that tonight. And I don't think that, she should ever look back and wishes that she did anything differently because I just think she's all around amazing.
yeah. Oh, that's so nice. Before I let you go, if you're not the new bachelor or co-bachelor, would you do Bachelor in Paradise? Did you do Bachelor in Paradise? Wink once.
Well, Bachelor in Paradise sounds like sounds fun. I'll be honest with you. I mean, there's the beach. I love surfing. There we go. On top of that, you got the beautiful weather.
Mhm.
Um,
Hot
and
weather.
then all the beautiful women, and yeah, and they've all had the same experience as you have. These are all people in Bachelor Nation, and
Yeah.
being able to, understand each other and like understand how this works and everything. I think that's something that, is really valued in Bachelor Nation. That's why there's so many couples in Bachelor Nation. So I would definitely take that leap. I would go to the beach in a heartbeat. So,
Anyone in Bachelor Nation that you're interested in? Do you have a crush
uh,
on anyone?
I don't really know. Bachelor
Come
Nation.
on.
There's see that's the thing. Like the only real season that I was like so like invested in was Clayton's season. So and the only person from that like was Rachel. And there wasn't any other seasons that I really had watched like wholeheartedly, like every single episode. I'll catch ones here and there, but
Yeah.
I've seen the cast. I've seen these amazing women, obviously gorgeous. So whoever it is, like if they got a good heart and
Yeah.
they're the person that, like I said before, if there's somebody that's looking for the same thing as me, I'm ready for it.
Are any of them sliding into your DMs?
Anybody sliding into the DMs? No, no, not that I know of.
I don't believe you. All right. Well, thank you so much. We
Yeah,
appreciate
absolutely.
the
Thank
time.
you so much. Have a great night.